All right, go.
Howdy, partner. You're listening to the High Noon Podcast. Your host, Mason Smith.
Ooh-wee-haw, motherfucker.
Dude, I like that.
Right? That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
Dude, this is Nick. You look like a DJ. They like your whole existence makes.
This
sense
one
now,
goes out
dude.
to all the kids with mesothelioma.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of High Noon. I'm so excited. We got the producer, co-host Nick Ceppaglia, and returning guest Kyle Doughty.
Yeah, dude. I've been.
What's
here
up,
before.
bud?
What's up, dude?
How's this look? How does sober look on me?
You look worse somehow.
Oh, God damn it!
You're rebounding, dude. Your body's like, what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on?
it's
dude?
in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start losing my belly hair.
I told you I was going to ask you this on air because it was funny. You're taking a month off of drinking.
Yeah.
What's the longest break you've taken from drinking since you started?
So it's funny you ask. That's why I brought you all here today.
Is this an intervention?
Yeah, for myself. So since I thought about this last night because I wanted to talk about it. Since I was 22 years old, there has not been a time where I went more than 3 or 4 days without drinking.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. The last time this past year, the last time I took more than a night off, I took 3 days off after I got the second shot of the vaccine because it made me sick, and I couldn't drink for 3 days.
Oh, dude, you already look like you don't trust the vaccine, so I bet that made it way worse.
I was like, this is bullshit.
God damn
And
it.
we probably shouldn't talk about it. Won't they not let us put it on YouTube if we talk about it?
No, you can. You just can't be spreading
Disinformation.
It doesn't have to be misinformation.
Mystic information.
Yeah.
Mystic information.
This dick information.
Yeah, that shit's gay for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it made me sick as a dog, dude. And but since then, it's been every day again.
Dude,
because I'm a winner.
Your liver's gonna unionize. They're like, dude, we're overworked. We're underpaid.
Hey, dude, after day 3, so I'm not gonna lie, day 1 and 2, I was a little bit nervous, because my whole theory was I think I'm gonna become a genius when I got sober. That's what because when they take the crayon out of Homer's nose,
Yeah.
and he becomes smart. I thought if I took booze away, I'd become smart.
Oh, you thought booze was the only thing holding you back.
Yeah.
Booze was the only thing holding you together.
Yeah, exactly. And so, anyways, still waiting on the genius part.
Yeah.
But the shakes are gone.
You got the shakes?
Day 1 through 3, I was legitimately like, oh, my blood pressure. I have a blood pressure machine, and I checked it. It was like 187 over 123 or something.
God damn.
Yeah.
Dude, you do look a little younger. You were starting to get papaw face.
Well,
Dude,
I just went to the fucking barber and got my cheeks shaved and all
Nice.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
good.
because people keep saying you look like you have more color. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I fucking went to the barber.
It's not the barber red color, buddy.
I refuse to believe it, dude.
Right, alcohol's good for me.
Alcohol is good. And then I switched to these I'm doing the sparkling water for the oral fixation.
Yeah.
The other night, I ordered $35 worth of candy the other night.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I've been eating the fuck out of candy, dude.
Oh, yeah, your body's
Just
used to getting that,
craving
sugar,
dude.
Yeah.
I'm on my second box of Pop Ice. You know the popsicles?
Oh, Popeye.
God.
I thought you said Popeyes. I was
No,
like,
no,
dude, what, are you
Popeyes.
covering your chicken in sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah. Like, dude, I got sober, got diabetes.
Yeah. I have to cut my foot off
Yeah, dude,
next.
you're going to lose a foot. This sucks.
But yeah, dude, been eating the fuck out of candy. And, the first night of me trying to replace beer with these, I drank 6 of them. And after did you just laugh? After the fucking 4th one, I'm like, they still taste the same.
I was over here, dude. You were pissed us out. We're smoking weed. You're like, dude, these things suck.
They do. It's like you're drinking them, and it's like each one is just the same flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better.
Well, that's what's good. It's like eventually your body's going to start rejecting this because they do suck. And then you're just like, you're off bubbly stuff.
No. Well,
you get used to it, and then you start drinking the plain ones. That's when you know you're really committed.
Yeah, I do plain ones, but when I went sober at first, it was about 15 a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going hard on them.
But and they do they these don't fill you up either because there's Yeah, there's like zero sugar and zero fucking. It's just nothing.
Yeah, it's
just carbonated water with like a hint of lime.
Yeah, like a lime zest.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I stumbled upon one of these, and I remember taking a drink of it and being like, why would anyone ever drink this?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Just bubbly fucking water.
Oh, I bet when LaCroix came out, you were like, I ain't drinking that French stuff.
Dude, I didn't even know people that drank seltzers.
I'm not drinking that LaCroix.
Yeah, LaCroix.
I ain't put them on my feet. Ain't put them in my
Till I
mouth.
moved to fucking Boston, I didn't even know people really drank those.
Really? You had to go into the city. You were
Yeah.
like, you guys do what with your water here?
Yeah.
The amazing guy to the city thought the toilet was sparkling water too.
Dude, when I first moved to Boston, that was my first time flying on a plane. I was 22,
never been to Boston?
22 years old, never been on a plane, never been north of the fucking Mason-Dixon.
Dude. Dude,
Yeah, exactly.
You were living the Dropkick Murphys song. You were
You're shipping
off
up
the
to
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Hey, I have that. Oh, I have that on there.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, he's a
You gotta be quicker than that
Oh, I've made the conscious decision.
to not play it.
No, I didn't see
What's the longest you've ever gone? When I first met you, you weren't drinking, I think, right?
Yeah, I usually once a year will take like a pretty big break, and those breaks keep getting longer. I quit for 150 days. this last
150?
year. No weed, no alcohol, just coffee.
Dude, I was saying like
Good
I
old
couldn't have
caffeine.
done this. I couldn't have done this without weed.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no fuck. Did you hear that,
Did you hear that?
dude? There's no way.
Oh yeah.
There's no fucking way,
Oh yeah, you probably would have murdered
Dude,
Chad the second day.
dude. Literally, I mean, and I'll still do ketamine. You know, like. Speaking of, I stumbled across some ketamine the other night.
Oh, I know exactly who you did it with. I work with him, so we talked about it.
Oh, okay, maybe. That was a different time.
Oh.
But no, this was just a few nights ago, and I always like to, before I do it, you got to get your movie ready. You got to get the movie you're gonna
I've
watch.
only done it once. I've been wanting to do it again.
Oh, dude, we'll do it. I'll even show you how I do it. I like to make a pallet on the floor, and then you lay down with pillows and shit, and put on a really cool movie. After you snort a fat gagger, go lay down and watch a cool movie. The other night I put on Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. The Marvel movies,
At
all
one
visually.
point, did you like freak out and think that you were in water? Like, whoa.
dude, visually, the thing about watching movies on ketamine is visually, it makes them. You want to watch something that's like visually cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of CGI is dope, or a really cool storyline that you can lose yourself in is really cool too. One time I was watching War Dogs with Jonah Hill and Miles Teller, and at one point I was still with my ex. She like made us turn it off. She goes, "This isn't your money. You guys are freaking me out," because we were just like, "Oh, they're getting away with it."
Dude, the one time I did do ketamine, I don't know if it was ketamine or if it was a mixture of white powders, because I got it from. Can we say names on here? We bleep
No,
them out?
don't.
Alright, I got it from.
I
Someone
mean, I don't know. Is it easy to bleep names out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. I'll just say.
I
it.
don't-
I got it from.
I don't even think he would.
No, he doesn't. We were at Jack's house and he was like doing it. And he was like, "Dude, you want to do something?" I was like, "No, I don't like coke." He's like, "Good, it's not coke, it's ketamine." And I was like, "All right." I did it and I felt like my conscious raised out of my body and I was living in like a third person shooter. But my brain was like controlling my mind.
Right.
But I didn't feel like my mind.
My brain was controlling.
Yeah,
my
you know what I
mind.
mean? Like, I didn't feel like my mind was being controlled by itself. It was weird. And then we watched midget boxing for like 2 hours.
Oh, that's kind of fucked up to watch on ketamine.
No, dude, it was the funniest.
It was the
thing.
best?
Dude, we watched them foot race, and dude, midgets have to oscillate their legs like a blender. they run.
It's like they're like a tiller machine.
Yeah, dude, they're waddling down.
You could put them in a garden and let them till your garden.
Dude, they
just
kick that thing
up and down.
Time, yeah, it's like a cartoon. We watched that. That was fun.
Do you remember when you were like, are you 30? How old? Are you?
28.
Yeah, it's close enough, and I know how old you are. Do you guys remember like when the internet was first getting big, and like you could watch like bum fights and felony fights
Dude,
and
bum
shit?
fights was my shit.
Dude,
Rufus,
I remember watching this one felony fight, and this dude bit the guy on the face.
Yeah.
He like bit his cheek, and there was just like a bite mark and just like chunk and just blood
Is
running.
that the one
out.
where the other guy's just freaking out because he was like, I didn't fucking sign. I signed up for a fist
Yeah,
fight.
what the- he
And
fucking
he's just
bit me.
taking chunks out of his face.
Fucking guy fucking bit me. You ever been bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By a dog or lady?
Both.
Yeah. Dude,
Same time?
I'm not a fan of the biting in bed.
They like it. They do it.
Like, I don't mind the nibble of the ear or like a little, maybe like a little bite on the shoulder maybe. But don't fucking haul off and just bite the shit out of me, you know?
Yeah, I never had anybody like take
Yeah, who are you
chunks out.
fucking?
Well, I'm just saying, like, when I was younger, like, the second girl I ever had sex with, which was like, I was not prepared for what was going to go down.
What was his name?
Her name, very funny.
Nice.
It was Brian. And no,
Brianna.
no, it was Brianna was her name. but yeah, I remember she was like, choke me and put it in my ass. And I was like, huh?
Oh, dude, I would have.
Yeah. And yeah, that was the one where I think I told you about this, where we were at a party and this chick was like all over me, but she was with a boyfriend, and the boyfriend was a friend of mine at the time, but he was older. We were like 17 and he was like 24, and this chick was like fucking him or whatever. But so he goes, can you take us home? Like, to ask me, and I had a single cab Ford F-150 at the time.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, I'll give you guys a ride home. So on the way there, she's in the middle, and he's in the passenger seat, and she's like rubbing my leg the whole drive, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. You know, I'm like 17, only had sex with one girl ever, and we get there, and she goes, all right, I'm gonna stay with Mason. He's gonna take me home. And I was like, oh, what? And then my buddy's like, all right, well, Mason, you get her home safe. I'm like, all right. And then we drove up the street.
Her, you piece of shit.
Dude, we drove up the street and we parked behind a car wash and started having sex in my single cab Ford F-150. And we're naked. Actually, at the time, this is when I used to fuck through my boxers. I wouldn't get naked. I would put my dick through the hole in the boxers.
And you would leave your balls on the other side.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would just poke my dick through the hole in through the pee.
Why? What were you doing?
I was just nervous and, didn't really know what I was doing.
Well, dude, it's funny that you were nervous and you did something that was way harder to do. Like trying to get a hard dick through that hole.
No, it was easy to put the dick through the hole.
You probably wore like boxers.
I wore boxers.
Yeah, I always wore boxer briefs.
No, these were boxers, but they just had this. You just put your dick through it.
I was thinking like.
And then
the briefs, you gotta go around the corner.
So that's how I used to fuck. I wouldn't get naked. So
That's
anyway,
crazy.
so
Did
we're
girls like that? Were they like? Ooh,
no one ever said anything.
Like ever, they were so quiet.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, he's gonna leave on these Sonic boxers while we fuck. Sick.
I guess that's happening.
Oh, this guy's taking my virginity in Sonic boxers. Like,
You left your socks on too, huh?
No, I wasn't a freak.
yo, I love fucking with my socks on, dude. My girlfriend hates that shit.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, she's always like, it's disrespectful. I was like, it's cozy.
Yeah, those are technically feet koozies, so that makes sense.
I like feet koozies. That's
Yeah.
good.
Anyways, we're fucking though, and she's like, choke me and put it in my ass, and I did, and and then I hear on the fucking window, and I turn around, and it's my buddy, and it's his cousin's knocking on the window, and he's going, hey, it's Mason, he's fucking your girl.
Really?
Yeah. And I hopped in the driver's seat. I got the hell out of there. And I look in the rear view. My buddy's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, dude, you're a piece of shit.
He was barely a friend.
Oh,
He was old. I was 17. He was
How
like
old was he?
24, 25.
So
He's the guy that used to buy us
You
alcohol.
fucked a pedophile's girlfriend, is what you're saying.
I guess technically.
Yeah.
So I kind of did a favor to the society.
Was she? How old was she?
She was like 18, 17 or 18.
Oh, that was actually the story of how you got molested.
No. I think she might have been my age. She was 17 or 18.
dude, what if you did this and like he was so old and you made his girlfriend cheat on him, where he doubled down?
I didn't make her do anything.
What if he doubled down and went even younger? He was like, fine, I'll
I'll
fuck a
fuck
12-year-old.
it. You know what I'm
I
gonna
don't
do?
think-
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fuck a girl he's friends with.
Yeah, and then Mason's like, fuck, I gotta save this 12-year-old by making out with her in my Ford single cab F-150.
Hey, I was so scared of girls in high school.
I didn't
Like,
have sex
unless
in
a
high
girl
school.
literally took me by the hand and was like, "You're coming with me. I'm gonna suck your dick," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." That was the only way it ever happened.
I never had sex in high school.
I only had sex twice. Well, I had a girlfriend going into senior year, It was the first chick that ever let me like fuck her, and it was like this chubby chick from the shitty town next door.
You notice he said the first girl that ever let him fuck her.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
First girl to ever say you can fuck me. Is that better or still sound? She took my virginity.
Oh, okay.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
She took my virginity.
She stole it.
Lost
that
my virginity
dirty
to a
whore.
chubby girl in Arkansas.
Nice.
Where for the because she was chubby or because I lost my virginity in Arkansas?
Both, actually.
Now, what's chubby to you? What are we talking? Like, she weighed like 180?
No,
More?
no less.
Okay.
Like she was like 5 feet tall and like kind of shaped like a meatball.
So, yeah, 180.
No, she probably weighed like 140, 150. And I probably weighed about 125, 130.
Oh, shit.
I was scrawny.
Damn, really?
Ronnie means
Yeah.
Yeah, you're tiny.
I was tiny, dude. Didn't you see that picture on Instagram of me playing the drums? And I don't have chest hair?
No.
You've seen it.
Pull it
probably.
up, Jamie.
Yeah, pull that up. Just do it on just show them on your phone. Wait, where's my phone?
This is great.
Wait, yeah, this is what you're doing. You do it.
Yeah, I can do that.
I wish we could do pull it up,
Wait,
Jamie, and it was on the fucking TV.
How much did you weigh in high school?
About 130.
Ah, you tiny. Dude, I weighed that in like 7th grade. I had to lose
And
weight for Little League football.
Dude, I was also like 5'5" until right before my senior year. I grew to be like 5'8". Yeah.
What the fuck?
Look at that hair, dude.
Show-
Emo hair.
Showed it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was not crushing puss, but dude, feel free to fucking load that bong too if you want. Help yourself.
It's
Load the
just
ball.
terrible audio the entire episode.
Like remember that dude? Do you guys remember that movie Strange Wilderness?
No, it's
And
so
the
good.
dude Justin Long's in the Brandon Long or Justin Long?
Justin Long, and he's like.
And he's in the background. He's like and action, and then it's here. And he's like, "What's that sound?"
Is that a
And it's just him in the back.
And then he
He's-
blows the smoke out, and then it goes across the screen. Now there's a weird fog like, in the shot.
Hey, dude, that's a good movie to
God,
watch
I
on
love it.
ketamine or acid.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
You can,
so
hold, you can
funny.
hold on to it.
I've
Whatever.
seen like bits and pieces of it. Isn't it the same guy from Saving
Silverman.
Saving?
Yeah,
Silverman?
yeah. And
Yeah, Steve's on.
he's like, dude, you're not gay, dude. You're not gay. He's like, no, I am.
Yeah. Oh, in the coach.
Yeah. He's like, we're in love. Oh, that's
Ooh.
funny.
I remember my parents wouldn't let me watch like movies that were out of my age range. Like,
Oh, they actually fought. Dude, my mom.
Yeah.
Dude, my mom was so gullible. She got me Grand Theft Auto 3 when I was like fucking 11.
dude, I traded
Just because I go, no, M is the brand of the make of the. You know what the company that made the.
Mattel. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
M for Mattel.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then you'd watch it on low volume, see while you're killing hookers.
Your mom was like, Mason, did you just kill a hooker? You're like, yeah, mom, but she stole money from me. She's like, oh, okay.
She had it coming.
I traded Grand Theft Auto for Guitar Hero 2 when I was like a senior in high school.
Solid trade.
Yeah, and my mom was like, no. Like,
What?
it's not allowed in my house.
Guitar Hero?
No, fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a
I
bad
wasn't allowed
game.
to play it.
Yeah.
I was 17 and my mom was like,
Oh no, that's gay.
Dude, the only R-rated movie I watched before I was like 17, 18 was like Blade 2.
Dude, my dad showed me
So
Tombstone
good.
when I was
So
9.
good.
Dude,
yeah, my dad did too.
Like,
Tombstone,
dude, weekends
yeah,
at weekends at Dad's, I was getting to see R-rated, like not R-rated as in like Pulp Fiction, but R-rated like Tombstone, fucking.
I can
You know
see
what, my-
movies
he
where
showed-
people died. My parents didn't really care about
Dude,
that.
one of my favorite movies here. We'll take a poll. This has been a big thing on High Noon. Do you like or not like the movie Waterworld?
I've never seen it.
It's a great movie. I'll watch it with you,
All right, right now. Fuck this podcast, dude. Put on Waterworld.
I'm down.
dude. Have you never seen it?
I've seen it. It's good. I love it.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Don't tell me you're fooling me.
Oh no, I really like it.
It's a great movie. I can't tell if he's being serious.
I've seen like parts. It's one of those movies that I've
It's a
seen
great
parts
movie,
of.
dude.
I love
fuck you.
Kevin Costner. He can't,
Dude, Dennis
you can't
Hopper.
miss.
Dennis Hopper. Jack Black is flying the airplane.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Really?
said-
Jack Black's
Yeah.
in that?
He's like, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
That's his one line.
He was in-
Yeah, I've only seen.
So, do you remember when he
scenes, I don't
died
know.
in Mars Attacks?
Sort of. How does he die in that again? Does he get sprayed by the laser?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
kind
the
of.
army guy, like short hair, buzz cut.
I do kind of remember that. Man, dude, him and Tropic Thunder was so good too. He's like, "Oh, seriously, I'll suck your dick for a bag of heroin."
Dude, I just saw Mars Attacks for the first time, like, I think with Nat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a movie that I watched way too young.
Oh, that movie was so fun.
Danny DeVito,
Yeah.
fucking in
So
it too.
Dude, that's the one where the aliens just keep pranking the humans. They're like, "We're sorry, guys," and then they just kill a bunch of them. Like, dude, that movie was awesome.
Hey, who's the you know the black guy that plays the Pharaoh in that? He's a boxer. What's his name? He was a professional boxer.
Yeah, I forget who that is.
I don't remember it either. It wasn't. Hey, yeah, pull that up, Jamie.
My name is Nicholas. Okay.
Sorry. Hey, we need to put your Nicholas Ceppaglia on the soundboard.
I think it's in the iTunes.
Who made that? Did you make that?
No, my friends made it for me.
Oh, nice.
Like they made it for a couple other comics, and my friend showed it to me, and I was like, oh man, that's so friggin' tight. We were at this place in Tulare called Barmageddon, and we were getting ready to do like open mic on a Sunday and just party. And it's like that was our thing. We'd hang out in the green room and do drugs and just like smoke weed, and then we'd go out and do jokes and come back to the green room and just party with all the other comedians. Like,
Was that part of the show? Was it you get fucked up and go do a spot?
no.
That's just what you were doing.
That's what we
having
were just
fun.
degenerates in the back, you know.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like I had like some coke, and like I did like I was like, who's doing the voice for that? And like, oh, it's our buddy Eric. And I was like, oh, Eric, that's tight, dude. You gotta make me one of those. He's like, yeah, maybe. And then like 10 minutes went by, and then I was like doing a line of coke, and I was like, Eric, you want some coke? And he's like, hell yeah. And he comes over and takes like a fat line, and then goes, oh hell yeah, let's make that fucking crack.
He's like, I'm gonna make that beat for you right now. He has it done before you leave the green
Well,
room.
no, he was just the voice, and then my buddy Matt, he was on the sound, and he had a beat, and he's like, "Oh, check this beat out," and like Eric did was just go, "Motherfucking Nicholas Ceppaglia,
Yeah,
Ceppaglia, motherfucking."
sounds like
Nicholas
somebody. It sounds like he's
Ceppaglia."
got Tourette's.
And and that's all he did. And then
Ceppaglia.
I had it within like 5 minutes. They were like,
Oh,
"Here you go."
they did it in the green room.
Yeah, they did it like in. The
Oh, that's
sound thing. I was
hilarious.
like, "Oh, this is amazing."
Dude, that's dope. Was that like early on in comedy?
That was probably like 3-4 years in.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Because I remember being like the first like year or two. I remember that was fucking. There wasn't a lot of drugs in the comedy scene in Columbus, but it was just like getting fucked up every single night.
See, that was not in Boston. It wasn't like that in Boston either. Or wait, you're saying it was like that?
Well, no, it was like just partying, but like there wasn't like coke. Like people weren't like doing coke and
Dude,
like, shit.
the Boston comedy scene is so reeled in. Dude, there's a lot of sober people, a lot of like people who like barely drink, but a lot of weed smoking.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most of the comics either didn't drink or barely drank.
Yeah.
Like there
really.
were like, you know how here you'll go to an open mic and there's like quite a few people
Mm-hmm.
who are like legitimately like hammered and like kind of do it at every mic.
Yeah.
That was like not really. Then again, there was less mics, so
Yeah.
maybe because you know in Boston pre-pandemic,
Jim
if
Brown.
you got up twice, Jim Brown. Oh, okay. I know who that is.
So late.
But
Way to derail that.
yeah. What was I saying?
Talking about.
Oh yeah, Boston scene. Oh yeah, you'd be lucky to get up twice in a night.
Yeah.
It was pretty much you got up once a night. You could hustle on one time on a Tuesday. I got up 3 times, and that was like a ton of driving.
Boston was like that?
Mhm.
Damn, I thought Boston would be a lot more.
No, and this was pre-pandemic, dude.
Really?
It really was. It was. If you really tried hard, you could probably do twice a night on Monday and Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Columbus was super small and just like a drinking club. Like everyone, like there was one mic a night. Everyone would just go to the bar and hang out with their friends and drink until they went and did the same 5 minutes that they do every night.
And was this at like Helium or?
No, this is just at bar. We didn't really have a club. We had a Funny
Okay.
Bone, but they would only do one mic a month, and it was a bringer.
Okay, yeah.
And you weren't even guaranteed a spot.
Gotcha. Was it like lottery style?
No, they would just like you'd sign up for it, and like if you had 5 people show up
Then
and
you're
buy
in.
tickets, then you're like either on it or like I don't know. Sometimes people would have 5 and still not make it on because the list was full.
Right. I did. So I did. Comics at Mohegan in Connecticut.
No.
So there's a Comics Roadhouse in the Mohegan Casino, and they have a bringer show like once a month, and I went and did that in like January of 2020, like right before the pandemic, and it was Shane Gillis's weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I got to like meet him and shit. It was like, and it was right after the cancellation and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so it was like fresh off that, and it was like still kind of like, oh hey man,
You walk
that's
up
a bummer,
and,
dude.
You walk up and start like
We drank some Miller Lights together and fucking shot the shit. Very nice. Yeah.
talk some shit about Chinese people with
Yeah.
them. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck
mostly.
those guys.
Yeah. I was like, you want to do mushrooms?
Did he say yes?
He was going to, but then he's like, I have radio.
So,
I was like, gay. Thought
So?
comedians were supposed to party, dude.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Is that not a thing?
He just got Daily Show.
I thought that was fake.
Is it fake? I don't know.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I heard.
But yeah, those bringer shows were fucking. It was kind of cool because you got to go up at like Comics Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And there's other people bring their people. But when I did it, it was kind of like people weren't really paying attention until their people went up.
Yeah.
But it was fun though. You know, you know what's funny? They pay you. You get $5 a person, and I came out with like $25. But then they're like, "Oh, do you want the tape?" It's $20.
He was like, all right, I get one beer
I
for
was
this.
I was like, "All right, well here's the 20. I'll take the tape." So then they send me the fucking tape, and I didn't know you were supposed to, because I'm not very tech savvy. I don't know if you guys know this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not very.
Yeah, we all knew that.
And I didn't know you had to save it. Like I didn't know it would disappear. So it was a Google Drive.
Yeah.
Didn't save it, disappeared.
Damn, that sucks.
So
You
I
have a good set?
don't have that one. Yeah, it was fine.
Oh, no, dude. If you don't have that clip anymore, you lie. Like, dude, I crushed.
No, yeah, it was
so
the best.
bad, dude.
They offered me a
Dude,
weekend,
honestly,
and
dude.
then the pandemic, and you know,
If I had that clip, I'd be on tour
just,
right
just
now.
never went back.
The funny one didn't even do that. They didn't give us any money. Half the time you didn't get on.
God damn it!
The funniest part about that one was it was on the east side, and Columbus is kind of like more black on the east side than the white side. And Funny Bone was at the mall, and these dudes would come named like Uncle Mike or like comedian so and so, and it would be like their first time doing stand up, and they would bring like their whole family and everyone they've ever met, like 70 people each, and it would pack it out. And the audience would just be crazy half the time, and then they wouldn't tip. And so the Funny Bone like actively was like, "Yo, they quit doing the black. These black dudes would run shows there, and they quit doing.
They
it
were
with
like,
them
"No
dudes
more."
because they're like, dude, we're just losing money. They're not fucking tipping, and they suck.
Get out of town.
Dude, I swear the Funny Bone. I talked to Tim Hanlon about it because they've done Funny Bone shows, and like the staff there just is kind of racist.
Sounds like your kind of club.
Yeah, he loved it. Wish I didn't have to leave. Nah, dude, I didn't. That club never did anything for like the locals, so that's why I moved to San Diego.
I guess like our version of that in Boston would have been we have like it's called Laugh Boston, and that's like that's where like our headliners would go. But I started in a club called Comedy Studio. It was just like in like a plaza.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, just in like a strip mall.
Yeah, well, but it was like a hippy dippy. It was in Somerville, which is like super hipster gentrified.
Okay.
And it's like all vegan shops and like Beyond Meat delis.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Beyond Meat delis.
Yeah.
Vegan butchers.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then I remember I was really hungry one day and I was in there waiting because you would sign up at 5:30 and then it wouldn't start till 7. But there was really nowhere else to you could run down the street and do this one mic and then come back. But like it was still I've waited there till like 12:30. The first time I went on, I was like 64th or something throughout the night. And I went up at like 1 a.m. First time going up.
Damn.
And I remember I like blacked out on stage. Like, cause I was so nervous. I just remember seeing all the lights and I just remember everything. I couldn't see anybody and I don't even know what I said.
Really? You just blacked out?
I did like a minute and a half, came off stage, was just, and my buddy that convinced me to go on, shout out Jack Hall, was like, "What do you think, man?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what I said."
You said the N-word.
Yeah. You were like, "I'm from Arkansas. This is how we say it."
And the whole audience was just like,
Yeah. I was expecting the crickets.
I know you were.
You gotta keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
The first time I ever did stand up was in the basement of this just bar. Everything was just in a bar in Columbus. Everything was bar mics,
Yeah.
bar shows.
Thanks.
And
Thanks for coughing on me.
I didn't cop on the mics though.
I burp on these fucking things.
Yeah, that's cool.
Continue, Kyle.
I don't even know. Oh, we were in the basement of the place Zeno's. It's like a pizza place bar, and it was just a basement. It was just an empty room. There was nothing down there.
No chairs.
There was chairs, but like they didn't belong there.
You ever done comedy in front of standing room?
Yeah.
I've never done that. It's probably
Dude,
bad,
well,
huh?
I'll tell you the weirdest place I've done stand up. But let me tell you about this place. They had a fucking garage light. Like one just hanging from like a string. Just
It's a chandelier.
in your fucking a redneck chandelier. That's a trailer park chandelier. Dude, that thing was just swinging on you. It was hot as hell. There's just like 8 drunk comics waiting to go on.
I didn't go on.
I did 2 minutes and was like got off stage. I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Is this the girl that knew Big J?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. This was like I was like 22, 23. I tried it once.
And then didn't do it again.
I didn't do it for like 4 years.
Oh, okay. I know. I fucking.
You took your girlfriend with you the first time?
Yeah,
Hey, my
I was
wife, my
scared.
ex-wife was there my first time going up.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, we were already married, so like, where was she gonna go?
Yeah.
So you're gonna listen to this bad comedy whether you like it or not. Little do you know, I'm gonna be leaving you soon for this.
I bet the first time she saw you go up and you bombed, she was like, at least he's not going to leave me.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I did
We're having fun.
I did comedy in a fucking like 5-star steak like restaurant in Columbus. I got the
You just hear the meat getting cut, plates fucking clinging.
No, dude, this was in the cellar. There was a basement. Like
Oh,
in the
not
wide
while people
cellar.
were eating.
So people were eating. But it was like more kind of like they had like their own little room, to themselves. And there was kind of different rooms for different people. It was more private.
Oh, segregated. So like the blacks were over here.
No, they were everywhere.
Hispanics over here. Oh,
That's
they were littered
That's
throughout
where they sat, the black people at that restaurant.
in the basement.
No, these people were Jamaican. And it was funny because they were like, when I
Were
got
you
there,
Jamaican them laugh?
I tried. When I got there, they were like, hey, we want you to like make fun of like our culture and us and stuff. And there was a black guy on it.
That
I
can
was
go
like,
south quick.
Oh, dude, the black guy was like, all right, cool. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not going to just do cool runnings up here.
Yeah.
Feel
Cool
the rhythm.
runnings.
Feel the rhyme.
It's bobsled time.
But, dude, we didn't have a fucking mic.
Oh.
We were just walking behind them
theater
while they
voice?
ate, telling them like shitty jokes while they're trying to enjoy
You're
their-
like the guy at a Brazilian steakhouse with meat, but you're doing jokes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, so a chicken across the road here.
Oh, dude, not even that. They couldn't even enjoy their steak because they're trying to be like nice to the comics and watch us. And this like $90 steak is just getting cold in front of them, and they're like,
You should have went over. I'll tell you a joke for a bite of that steak, because I'm sure you were poor and hungry.
oh yeah, dude, but I would have been unprofessional, dude.
Oh yeah, well, doing comedy without a mic,
Yeah.
that's like
You're
fucking
just
really professional.
Just guerrilla style flash mobbing a steak restaurant.
Oh yeah, dude.
Company.
Yeah, this was a Texas Roadhouse. Yo, that would be sick if we started an open mic at a Texas Roadhouse, and if you weren't funny, they could throw peanuts at you.
Oh, do they still do that there?
Oh yeah, dude.
So we had a Colton's growing up in my hometown. You know Colton's? It's the same thing.
Dowling?
But they would do no. No, but you would throw peanuts on the floor, and then over COVID, I don't know why, but like they stopped doing the peanuts on the floor for some reason.
Oh yeah, they did stop doing
Probably
that.
like supply and demand.
No, I think it was just a sanitary thing. Even the Roadhouse where I live in Fresno, they
Really?
they stopped doing.
Yeah,
it.
so I wonder if they're still doing it. We got to get to the bottom of this. Can you still throw peanuts on the ground at Texas Roadhouse?
Oh, you want me to type that in? Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, what was like? So you grew up in Columbus, though.
Yep.
Okay, so you had all the nice. See, I didn't go to a Cheesecake Factory till I was 22.
Me neither. That was a little bit out of my. That was out of my.
Have you been to one now?
I've been.
The
to,
menu's huge.
Yeah, it was overwhelming.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
didn't
lot.
Like, I
It's
didn't
a
like
lot
that.
to take in.
Dude, it felt like Netflix. I was like, "There's too many options."
Right.
I chose the wrong one. I got like tacos. I was like, "What am I doing?"
Man, I fucking do. Cheesecake Factory rules. There's
Google
Cheesecake
says
Factory
yes.
that you can still throw them.
Google says yes.
Nice.
All right, you heard it here, folks. On High Noon, you can still go to Texas Roadhouse and throw peanuts on the floor. And you grew up in Fresno, so you had real restaurants too, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
What was the fanciest restaurant you had in your town?
Well, so like
Applebee's?
getting to go to it was Ruby Tuesdays. It was like the
Dude, Fresno, we used to get Ruby Tuesday commercials, and the closest one to us was Las Vegas.
really,
That's it.
yeah. And then
We're even saying it too. Just a short 6-hour drive.
I remember the year that the churches in my hometown used to buy all the liquor licenses so that no restaurants could sell booze or have a bar.
That's crazy.
And then one year we got a new mayor and he changed the date of when you could apply for the liquor licenses. So all these restaurants, all of us, oh no, I made it buzz. Now all these restaurants in my hometown have bars in them now, thanks to that dude.
Fuck
But
yeah.
all the churches were buying them and just keeping them, so that there couldn't be.
Wait, there's only a certain amount of liquor license?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, is that what the fucking money's going to when you like donate at church? They're like
we got to buy up all these liquor
We're gonna
licenses
spend hundreds of thousands of dollars
just so that you guys can't go to Ruby Tuesdays and have
Yeah.
a fucking blue moon.
just so your dad can't get loaded at Ruby
yeah,
Tuesdays.
yeah. Off some, just so mom can't have any Long Islands and
Yeah.
go blow dad in the parking lot
It's
later.
like every time the waiter comes by, then your dad's like, another beer. They're like, tall or large? He's like, tall.
22
Like,
ounce all day.
fuck.
And then he's like, the boy just turned 16. He's driving us home.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have my license.
Yeah, shut up. You're
Shut the fuck up.
you're 16. You're taking us
Happy
home.
birthday,
like-
you get
you're
to
like-
drive the car.
You're like,
Yeah.
Dad, I'm 13. It's not my
But you know,
birthday.
well, you're driving. At least you're taking us around the corner, and then we'll switch. I'll get us home, son.
I'll get some.
I was
Don't you
that
worry about
I was
that.
that kid at the restaurants where like my parents would lie about my age so I could still eat off the kids menu. They'd be like, oh,
Ah.
he's 12. I'd be like, I'm 13.
I did that for the
Dad just slapped me
yeah,
in the
yeah,
head,
right in the back of the head.
in front of like a whole like chicken wing place. Like,
Yeah,
a
that was
whole
back when that was
roaster.
okay. They were like, "Well, what'd you do, little boy?"
I hit him again. I don't think he got it.
Yeah,
Dude, they used to treat kids like old TVs. Like, it's not working right. Just
yeah,
fucking
smack it, yeah,
smack it on the side.
dude.
Yeah, they're knocking that autism out.
Yeah,
of you, you know, like just
dude.
act normal.
We were like
Well, my
that.
ear was always leaking. That was autism leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, we're like
Not
that age group where like we're the last age group where it was like, if you were a kid, you were supposed to like just be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to sit in the corner, go to the other kids. Don't bug me while Dad's drinking beer right now.
Yeah.
You go. Why don't you go do that over there? You know,
Oh yeah, we're the last generation of
getting
kids
told
who-
to shut the hell up and go away.
whose parents would hit you in front of other people.
Yeah.
Let alone like at all. But like
Yeah.
my dad would do it in public.
Yeah. I never. My spankings always came at home later.
No, I
Like it would be like I'm gonna wait till we get home.
I always got head tapped, you know, like in public, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I never got like. Well, I guess I got. Yeah, I got.
I would
spanked a
get
couple
the
times in
I would get
public.
the arm grab.
Oh yeah,
Like
no.
they drag you and you're just like, daddy.
Oh dude.
Why
my-
are you doing that?
My dad had big old day labor paws, dude. Just like a old catcher's mitt. He'd
Right.
slap me in the head or like spank me in public.
God.
Yeah.
You must have been a tyrant.
My
No,
my
I was actually a pretty good kid. There was just 5 of us, and we're all super close in age.
and they were all girls,
They were
right?
all girls. My dad couldn't really like scream at them like a psychopath, so he would just like be mad at them, and I'd like drop something, and he'd be like, "Fuck!"
No, he's like,
like
one,
break
one,
it.
of your one of your sisters comes home. Dad, I wrecked the car. Kyle, where's Kyle?
God
Where's Kyle?
damn it.
God damn it!
Kyle.
I gotta beat somebody, and you're getting it.
This is because your sister's an idiot.
Your sister's
Hey,
a
now
stupid-
you don't ever wreck the car. This is what you're gonna get too.
yeah,
You're getting double.
but worse.
I gotta grab another fucking. Let me grab another seltzer.
Damn, dude, put the podcast on
Gotta
hold.
grab another seltzer.
Mason's starting to get the shakes.
Yeah. Look at Bill.
This made me laugh the first time I met Bill. We were at Latchkey, and he was sitting there, and you were like, "Hey, we watch him. I'll be right back." And you just got up and left, and Bill was just chilling. And he came back. I was like, "Oh, he's a good dog, dude." Didn't even like wonder where you were going or freak out when you left. And Mason goes, "Yeah, dude, we barely know each other."
Yeah, he just
He's
got
like,
him.
He's like, I've known him for 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be weird. If
I just got that boy. He's my little simple-headed boy.
Yeah,
He's a waterhead.
yeah, well, there's not a lot of water in that. There's not a lot of anything in that head.
He's sweet though. We just he was upset the other day because we fenced in his little hole that he was escaping out of.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! And he was super bummed. He saw us like closing it in. You could tell he was just like, well, what about the rest of the yard? Like, now I'm never going to get to see it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's because when I find out that he's escaped, you'll see him down the road, but he doesn't listen. You're like, Bill, and he's
like,
yeah, I know.
all good.
I'm
He's
good.
Like, did you know this was out here?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, have you seen this?
There's a whole world
It's
out
crazy.
here.
Yeah.
There's even other dogs.
Yeah. Aren't there like wild pit bulls roaming your neighborhood at night?
2 of them.
That's fun.
Yeah, big ones too. Big unneutered, unspaded.
Oh, dude, so these boys.
Is it
aren't-
unspaded?
No,
or not spayed?
Spayed is like when they can't have kids. Well, pups.
Yeah, I know. So if they're not spaded,
They're just
Do you
normal.
say
That's
they're-
just a general term for like they're spayed. They're
Hey.
castrated.
I got a fun fact for you. You remember how Bob Barker was always the guy that was like, remember, spade and neuter your pets
Sure.
at the end of Price is Right? Am I wrong? Wasn't it Bob Barker? Yeah.
Okay.
So did you know this? Bob Barker, this fun fact for you. Take this home with you. Bob Barker's son is a murderer and went to prison. And so Bob Barker started a fund to have like the most free necessities to every prisoner to make his son's life better. So now when you go to like county jail, all the little toothbrushes, like some of the shoes, like a lot of the
Amenities.
amenities. I was saying commodities.
He's like the retarded fish from Nemo.
Yeah.
Anemones.
Yeah. Anyways, it's all Bob Barker Co. Like Bob Barker Company. You can Google that. It's true.
Do you know that because you went to jail?
Yeah.
And you were like, huh, Bob Barker.
Yeah, I was like, and then someone told me, and I said, "You're lying." And they were like, "No, for real. It's his son went to prison, and he created this company to
Wait,
supply every."
You found that out in jail?
Uh-huh.
Wow, dude.
Because I was like, why does it say Bob Barker? And this guy was like, well, and then told me that.
Damn,
told me
how
why.
long has that guy been in jail?
Enough to know that Bob Barker's got a fucking son in prison.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Wait, his son murdered somebody?
It's something like, or manslaughter, but he went to prison, and that's why Bob Barker. You couldn't find it?
Yeah, that's it. It happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
He like looks it up and just, oh, he was right, by God, and doesn't say anything. He's like, you're right.
Nick fucking Ceppaglia.
Yeah,
Did it again,
Ceppaglia.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, but yeah, man. Fucking, what's today's date? The 11th.
It's Columbus Day.
10th.
Today, so 10 days, longest in almost 10 years I've ever. That's a day a year for the amount of not drinking.
What?
Yeah.
What did you?
Dude, you look so proud of that bad math. You were like, I did it. Dude, I connected the dots.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I
Do
think,
you
I think
feel
you're
good?
declining.
So like yesterday was the first day that I didn't in my head go like, oh, I really would like a drink right now.
Nice. How your shit's been?
Almost, so a mix between semi-solid and regular just diarrhea. But because I still have a shitty diet, like I didn't
okay.
really change my diet, you know,
Yeah.
and
I'm still doing
but-
ketamine.
He's
well,
doing one thing sober October.
I'm doing no
One.
booze.
Doing one thing. I'm not improving any other parts of my life. Just one thing.
Yeah, this is just Lent for.
Hey, this is yeah. And also, come November, I'm not gonna go back to the drinking every day. I'm probably gonna keep it under control still.
He'll have a beer every day.
Dude, 3 days in, you're gonna be getting hammered every night.
I was thinking about doing Bender November.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do a different drug every day.
No, mostly just drinking.
Nah, do a different drug every day. Get weird.
I'm not
Get
really,
weird.
dude. Drugs nowadays kind of suck. I mean, aside from psychedelics, like cocaine now sucks. I don't want to do heroin. You know, I'm not gonna fucking. I don't want to smoke meth.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, coke would be the only thing I'd be willing to do, but it
You ever-
sucks now.
you ever
There's
done
no.
Robitussin?
Oh yeah, when I was younger.
Nice.
Yeah, it always made me puke. I remember I drank a bottle of it and went and saw Inglorious Bastards, and I had
That's
to.
recent.
That was 2007 or 8 or 9. It was like 2009.
Was it 2009?
Yeah, I was fresh out of high school or in high school still.
I started high school in 2009.
I graduated in 09.
Really?
Yeah.
2009.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Huh.
See, look how quick he pulled that up.
All right. No, I'm
I'm
wrong.
getting better.
Actually, I've done Robitussin.
That's probably the
closer to
That's probably
To
the,
now.
than you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably the age you should have been doing Robitussin. You know, starting in high school. I'm getting fucked up on the test.
Dude, I did it at like 19. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Well, no, I was 18 when I
Yeah.
did it because my degenerate friends were like, "You ever fucking robo tripped?" And then you go into Walmart and you steal the bottle. You don't pay for it, you know. You
No,
just you
that's
steal
part
it.
of the fun.
Yeah, and also here's a little bit more sad version of this. We used to, before they started locking up the Sudafed boxes, we would go in there and buy Sudafed from the pharmacy, and then you would take it and you'd go trade it to a dope cook, and he'd give you meth for the boxes. Exactly.
What? And then what'd you do with the meth?
Smoke it.
You're right. That was a crazy
What the
question.
fuck?
You're right.
I went and I went and I gave it away so that no one else would ever have
Hold on.
Well,
So
I
let me
figured
tell you.
you'd sell it.
Let me tell you how to do Robitussin. First, you go into Walmart. You steal Sudafed. You take it to the guy. He gives you meth. You smoke meth. Boom. You just did Robitussin.
Robo trip.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna clean your bathroom.
And I remember that time when I went and saw Inglourious Bastards. I was sick. The Robitussin, it backfired. It never made me. It always fucked me up physically. Like I didn't like it. And I remember I walked out to the car, and a guy that I had recently robbed saw me.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about this robbery real quick.
Rob Deerlick.
What? Rob Deerdeck?
Yeah.
Rob hit a lick?
Yeah.
What'd
I was trying to make Rob.
Yeah, we know
Rob
what you were
didn't
trying
lick.
to do. It's-
Yeah. You tried.
Hey, they can't all be winners,
You
fellas.
just keep trying to form complete sentences.
It's dude. I noticed since I quit drinking, my speech
It's
comes
slurred.
out. My brain works faster than my mouth will move. So I've been stuttering a lot lately.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm on
That's
my way
just
to becoming.
alcohol
I think I'm
withdrawal.
becoming.
Yeah.
I think I'm on my way of becoming really smart.
Yeah, it's probably.
I'm about to get Audible. I'm gonna start listening to books.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
oh really?
yeah.
What books are you interested
That
in?
Norm
listening to?
Macdonald one where he reads it himself. What?
So you're just gonna listen to stand up basically on Audible. You fucking idiot.
God dang it, Bobby!
Yeah. But what were you asking me though about we were talking about oh yeah, the dude I robbed. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the car but the door's open, so my butt's in the seat and the door's open, and I had just thrown up inside. So I'm sitting there and I'm like fucked up, and this dude that I had recently like hit a lick on fucking comes up and goes, oh hey Mason. And I was like, what? Yeah. I just looked at him like, what? And I didn't even care that he was standing there. And he's like, so like, I'm going to either need that weed or that money. And I was like, dude, I'm going to throw up on you if you don't get away from me. And he's like, all right, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. And I was like, and he just walked away. I never gave him his money back.
And so what was the lick that you hit?
I told him we were going to get him ecstasy pills and then just kept his money.
Oh. Wow, you made it seem way cooler.
No.
Yeah, dude, I thought you like fucking hit a real lick.
No.
You didn't hit a lick, dude. You
It just sounded like you're being a
you
dick.
just
Yeah.
you just lied to somebody. That's all you did.
I was a piece of shit when I was 18. It wasn't good. I got beat up for it too. I got jumped once.
Oh, really? What happened?
So that a little bit of justice for everybody.
Was that guy? Did that guy?
No, it was
beat
a
you up?
different guy.
Because that guy sounded like a pussy.
Yeah, he was.
If he was a real man, he would have kicked the shit out of you and ruined your trip even worse. Dude, can you imagine getting pummeled right there?
Yeah.
That would've
No, the guy that jumped me, we were actually in the process. We were in the act of doing a lick, of hitting a lick on someone else. And it was a setup for them to beat us up. So like, I remember I looked out of the back window. We were in a single cab Ford Ranger. And you remember all the teenagers used to have the single cab Ford Rangers?
Yeah.
No?
No.
Dude, I knew so many kids that had that truck.
Wait, I had a Ford Ranger, but it was a full cab.
Okay.
Or
Still a
it was
Ford Ranger.
half cab.
Yeah, with the little seats that fold
Yeah,
out of the back.
yeah.
Yeah, so we were in that, and I see the guy coming over, and I'm like, this could be bad. Like, this could either be bad or he's saying hi. Probably bad. And, like, right when I looked over, I just see a fist coming in the window, and he punched me right in the nose, and I just blood went everywhere.
Dude, you got drive-by punch?
We were parked.
He got walked by punch. The guy was walking.
Oh, the guy was walking?
Yeah, and then he, like, put it, and then he wouldn't let us open the door, and then the other guy on the other side reached in and took the keys out of the truck. So, like, we couldn't go anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
And then they just beat you up?
They just beat the shit out of it.
Fucking...
They just beat the shit out of us.
Did they pull you out of the car?
So finally he moved, and, like, we opened the door to the truck, and I was just so just fucked up. I would literally had, like he punched me all over. I had blood everywhere. Like, it was bad.
That's awesome.
I was there, and then he goes, give me, you got any fucking money or drugs? And I was like, I don't have any money or drugs. And he's like, then what are you here doing a drug deal for? He's like, quit hitting licks on people.
Really?
Yeah.
You got street justice?
Yeah.
Dude? That's awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I don't think we ever did it again after
Really?
that. Yeah.
What, did you know the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was like defending someone else that we had ripped off.
Oh. You
And then I think I got arrested shortly after that.
For what?
That's
Stealing from a Walmart.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So what happened was I was on, like, we used to do this thing called the Pepsi Challenge, and you would, like, eat a handful of Xanax and then smoke a bunch of meth and just, like, see what happens.
What the fuck?
What the fuck does that have to do with Pepsi?
Because the Pepsi Challenge, I don't know, that's what they called it.
That's hilarious.
They should have called it the Hep C Challenge.
Yeah.
You fucking...
So we're all fucked up, and we were on, like, a 3-day bender, and we were breaking into cars, and one of the cars that we broke into had a checkbook in it. So, like, we took the checkbook, and we're like, let's go to fucking Walmart and get, like, some flat screen TVs and some PlayStations, you know? And we go, and it's 3 of us, and one of my friends has a broke foot, so he's on a Rascal. So we're like load his Rascal up with, like, I got an Xbox. He got, like, a PS4 or 3 at the time, whatever that would have been.
You guys are on meth and Xanax.
Yeah.
Your body trying as hard as it can to stay awake and fall asleep.
Yeah.
They're just at the register like...
just fire.
Buddy,
trying to write this check.
Spoiler alert, I don't think they went to the register.
Yeah, well, so what happened was, so we go around, we get all this shit, we go to the register, and the check, we already pre-wrote the check for like $1,800 or something. And we give it to the lady, and I thought that she said, I'm going to go get your change. She had already scanned everything. So everything's out of the locks. It's all ready to be took outside. And I thought she said, I'm going to go get you change. Mm-hmm. But in reality, she said, I'm going to go, like, run this check and, like, probably call security. But she didn't say that. But we're all fucked up, and we're like, you guys want...
yeah, we get change for our check.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So we're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Wait, did you write the check before you did the drugs?
Oh, no, this is while we were on the drugs.
Okay. I didn't know if you were like, I wrote the check, like, dude, we're going to rip off Walmart, but first,
No,
Pepsi Challenge.
No, we were already on the Pepsi Challenge. This is like this is day 3 of the challenge.
What?
Yeah, because you keep doing it. You don't just eat the one handful.
Yeah, you just keep going,
You know, you keep going and going, like the Energizer Bunny.
You just keep going until you die?
If I was going somewhere, I was running.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? What was sobering up in like jail like?
Anyway, so we get out, so we walk out. My buddy's so also I have a breathalyzer on my truck, and you have to, like, blow in it before it'll start the truck. So we get out there, we got everything loaded up,
Wait,
and then I see
one or your buddy.
I had one in my truck.
So you already had a DUI at this point.
I had 3.
How old were you?
And 18 or 19. Might have been, no, at this point I was 20, because it was right before I got arrested. So I was 19. It was December of 2011.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. And so we get in the truck, though, and I just see my buddy in the buggy going, start the truck! he's like running away from the people. And then he gets in the truck, and I look, and I see security running out of Walmart. So I was like... and then he took off. And then about, like, 2 weeks later... I get pulled over, and they arrest. It turns out I had a warrant out,
Really?
and they had been looking for us. And I get to jail, and I remember they didn't search me. So in my pocket, I had 9 Xanax bars left. And I'll never forget, like, looking down and just being like, all right. And I remember I asked the dude for a glass of water. Brought me some water, and I just took all of them. And then I remember I woke up like 3 days later, and turns out I had told on myself and both my friends. Like, while I was all barred out, I just like the easiest fucking interrogation ever. Like, I'm just like, yeah, and also we robbed this house in Atkins. I don't know if you know about that, but yeah, so this is where they like, this like also, you know, this one time, you know, and that was my buddy. That was my buddy that pulled that knife on that lady at Burger King. Like, you know, I'm just like,
Damn, dude, you spilled all the beans.
yeah, all the beans. They did like, and then when I came to, both my friends were in there with me.
Really?
They were like,
Did
what
they
the
kick
fuck?
the shit out of you?
One of them wanted to, but didn't.
Was he the one in the rascal?
Yeah, actually, and you know what's funny
So he
is the
physically couldn't.
same night I got arrested, we were all barred out, and before I got arrested, I was with that friend, and we were parked on this old country road, and we were fucked up. And I remember I passed out, and I've told this story before on the pod, but did you fart, or is that the dog? Did you fart, dude?
I think it's a dog.
Oh my
Holding it
God.
Right at you.
That's so bad.
Are you sure it's not you?
I would tell you if it was me.
What if it was Ben?
You want to hit that bong and just blow it over this way? That's so bad. You smell
I
that,
just
right?
got it over here.
That's so bad, dude.
I don't smell it.
God damn it, Bill.
Yeah, I don't smell anything, thank God.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, I passed out in my truck, and I'll never forget. I woke up, and the dome light in my truck's on because the door's open on that side. And I look to my left, and there's a hay bale on fire. My buddy lit a hay bale on fire, and in this pasture. And I go, what the fuck? And he's banging on the window. I roll the window down, and he punched me in the face. He like punched me right in the nose and goes, "Wake up, dude! We gotta go!" And like I look, and there's this hay bale's on fire, and like he gets in another car and leaves, and I'm just sitting there like bleeding again. Like, what the fuck? Just got punched. There's a fire going, so like I drive away, went and got Taco Bell and got pulled over, and then went to jail and took all those Xanax, told on us all.
Wait, you got pulled over right after?
After I got punched in the face, yeah.
Yeah, it's
What-
a horrible.
Did they pull you
horrible
over
time.
for
They pulled me over because my truck was on like a
fire?
it was on fire. No, it was wanted. Like
Yeah, okay.
there was like a thing out.
Dude.
Look for black Silverado license plate, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dude, did you get to finish your Taco Bell?
no.
That sucks.
And I had the new Xbox in the truck with a new video game ready to go play at Grandma's house.
Video game.
Ready for it.
Dude, that's so fucked up to be methed out and steal an Xbox and you go
And-
to
and I had-
grandma's
dude, and
to
I-
hook it up.
and I-
dude,
I
what
was-
the fuck?
Hey, I was living large at the time because I had
Yeah.
that night I had all that Xanax ready to go. Had the Xbox. I was ready.
How many Xanax were you taking at a time?
You would start out with like 4 or 5.
What milligram?
That
The,
can't
the
be.
bars,
Mm.
the 2 milligram bars.
Dude, the fact that you're like,
Not dead.
yeah, just like
It's pretty
The fact
crazy.
that you're functioning and taking care of a dog, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Well, dude, you got to think this was over 10 years ago.
Yeah, but like doing meth and Xanax on a 3-day bender, that's not good for your brain ever.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
pretty bad, dude.
Hey, that's why I'm taking a break.
Hell yeah, dude.
10
Sober
years
October.
later.
Sober October.
Well,
Sober October.
sober from beer October.
What's the most fucked up thing you ever did when you were getting fucked up?
I never did crazy shit and got fucked up. Like I would like get fucked up, but I never like went.
So you
and, like,
never had like a stint of bad shit?
No, not really. I mean, like probably the most. We just did annoying things like.
Like egging houses?
Well, yeah. Well, and this was all sober. Like I didn't drink or anything until like 18, 19. But
Pussy.
when we was in like high school, we would take saran wrap and cut like squares out of it and put like ketchup and mustard in the middle, and you fold the corners up and you just hold it like that, like a sling.
Okay.
And you throw it at a car and it would hit
Oh.
and just splatter down the side of it, dude.
I'm like breaking and
The
entering,
ketchup, dude, just
robbing
people
fucking
thinking they hit something.
Walmart.
Oh my God,
And then you're out slinging ketchup on cars.
Dude, one time we went to Walmart and bought like 80 eggs. and just drove around. I stood out in my buddy's car and just threw eggs at people and cars and shit for like.
Did you ever do this? We would do this. We would take big rocks. We would load up a buddy's car.
No.
And then
I can promise I've never done this.
we would drive real fast by mailboxes, and my buddy would like throw a rock out and smash the mailbox while you're going real fast.
That's actually kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We used to drive through yards.
We used to be.
Yeah, I drive through yards. Yeah. And by the way, just to be clear, this was 2011 was the last time I did fucked up shit.
Yeah, statute of
Just to be
limitations.
clear.
When I was
Isn't that
probably a
right?
sophomore in
Yeah.
high school. We lived in the country, and there was like the road. We lived right on the road, and cars would just speed by all the time. So at night, my brother would take the tumbleweeds and build 6-foot walls over the entire the road,
Nice.
and sit on the roof and watch cars fly by, hit their brakes, and people get out of their cars and freak out. And like, what the fuck?
Nick was one step away from being the good son and throwing a body off a bridge, a mannequin.
Yeah.
Watch this. This will be fun.
You guys are throwing rocks and like shit. This is just tumbleweeds.
Well, this one was worse. We found these wooden chairs on the side of the road, and there was this corner where my buddy lived that was like the light was out, like the street light, so it was like a dark corner. And the chairs were covered in like a black fabric, so we stacked them up in like a triangle and put them in the middle of the road. And this car was flying, came around the corner, hit it, and like a leg went through his fucking windshield. And we're all just like laying down like in the yard over, just like.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, he gets out. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like kicking his car.
Did he
and
see
he's
y'all or no?
screaming. No, we're just like.
Yeah, be still.
Was it a nice car? Or was
Yeah, it was like a nice for like the neighborhood. It was like a Mazda.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, I remember I knew kids. Now I never did that. When I was a kid, I was a pussy. I was super afraid of getting in trouble. I never wanted to be in trouble as a kid. And I had friends that would put like if we ever had snow, which was like once or twice a year growing up, they would put rocks in the fucking snowballs
That's fucked
and
up.
throw them at cars or at other people.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I remember I was always like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, dude. You imagine getting hit with a cold rock in the
Yeah,
head.
I'm not doing that.
Fuck.
I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, that's mean.
I'm gonna go over there.
That's nuts, dude. I did Robitussin twice, and that's like the craziest. That's like the craziest.
That's
one
it.
for me.
You're like, yeah. I just talked about smoking meth and doing
Yeah,
Xanax.
I'm
You're
just
like,
like,
yeah. So Robitussin's cool.
Yeah. I passed out and broke a toilet with my head.
Oh, you told me about that. Yeah.
that
Oh,
sucked.
Bill.
And
Hey.
I did it one more time. And I
Don't
was like, I
lick
don't
my
think
knee.
Robitussin's for me.
Yeah. I tried it twice or 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
because I was always like, like I've probably took acid well over 100 times,
Really?
and I've probably had 7 like doozies. So that's like a 93% success rate. I always tell people if you do acid and you have a bad time, just do it again.
I've never had a bad time, so I kind of
Just
retired.
just try it again. You'll be all right.
I retired from acid. I was like, yeah, I've done it like 7 times, all good. I was like, all right, that's cool.
That's a good ratio, you know. But when you're younger and you first find it, you're typical. You kind of want to find that one trip again. You're kind of like chasing that one like profound thing, and it'll still happen every once in a while, But dude, I haven't ate acid in well over a year now.
It's been probably 3. I took a little bit last year, but not enough to like.
I've been doing
I was
the mushroom capsules just because they're so easy to do.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice to like for a little microdose, just to like
Yeah.
start your day off good.
Yeah, I don't even do that, but I feel like I have a sensitive third eye, I think. Psychedelics really fuck with me.
And a sensitive brown eye.
Yeah, no, it's not sensitive. That thing's fucking calloused. You should fucking
It's
see
worked
that.
over.
Yeah.
It's like a construction worker's heel.
Dude, by the way, the burping and the farting have gone down with the no drinking.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably
Couldn't
still
tell
keeping
on
a
this
lot of it.
podcast.
I haven't, dude. That was Bill that farted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny, huh? It took me to not drinking to start taking walks. No, that's not what it was.
Yeah.
It's because it finally cooled off a little bit.
Sure.
It is wide. Bill doesn't want to be
Wow,
hot.
Mason's just bored. He's like,
I guess I'll take this fucker for a walk.
take him for a walk.
Huh, Bill?
That is the worst. That is the thing I realize every time I go sober. It's like
It's boring.
it's boring. But
And
then
I
you're like, oh, this was just as boring like drinking, but
But when
drinking
you're
was
drinking,
something to do.
dude, I've said this before, man. If someone invited me to their house to just sit and hang out with them while they painted their living room, but they go, I got a cooler full of beer, I'll sit with you for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Easy. bring a speaker. Now you take the beer away, I don't even want to be around you.
20 minutes.
Like you
man.
paint that house your fucking self. If I'm drinking, I might even help you.
I think it's called alcoholism.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't say that word.
I'll
around.
go anywhere if there's beer.
Yeah, literally. But hey, now knowing that I can just like stop, now I get to say fuck you to whoever's got a problem with it. Like I did sober October, fuck off.
Hardly sober October.
I did somewhat sober.
what
I
is-
did sober-ish October.
So yours is this current 10 days,
This
the
is-
longest?
yeah.
You said like, what, 150?
Yeah.
Okay, rad.
What's your longest? You don't really drink
Mine
anyways.
was,
You're always like, I don't like drinking, and then when you do
mine was
drink,
like
you get all fucked up.
300 Mine was like 380 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
it's
and
fucking.
then I had a beer. I did a whole year.
Was it here that you had your first beer?
No.
Oh, I mean in Austin.
No.
No.
No. I had some beers when I was back home. I took a whole year off. It was great.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking boring as shit.
Oh no, it was boring. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
it does get boring, but I mean, it just makes you realize.
Were you
like-
still smoking though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I
I don't.
I just quit drinking.
Dude, there's no way I could have done this without weed.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely not. No.
I gotta stop smoking weed. Weed makes me weird.
I mean, I got news for you, bud.
What?
You're kind of weird anyways.
Hey, fuck you, dude.
Hey, I'm weird. He's weird. We're all weird.
No, weed makes me more weird.
We're
than
in my
normal.
fucking living room filming a podcast that not that many people listen to.
Talking in a microphone.
Me and I'm telling stories about doing fucking hard drugs.
Yeah, these are like wild stories. I
But
want to
hey-
hear more of those.
But hey, this is stuff this is a long time ago. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you hear that, judges?
Yeah.
On that note,
Dude, could you imagine if he like went to like court for any of this and then his like
No, dude. It's what is it called? The statute of limitations.
court appointed lawyer like plays his podcast? Like, look, he's changed.
Yeah. Look, he's drinking LaCroix.
Louis Crocs.
All right. Well, Kyle Doughty, what's your Instagram?
Kyle D Comedy.
And shout out to Nick Corey for filming it for us. What's your Instagram, bud?
Absurd joke.
Absurd Junk. Everybody follow Absurd Junk and hit him up if
it's
you
not
if you would
necessary.
like his services. You can hit up Nick Corey, doing a great job here, and plug yours.
I'm Nicholas Ceppaglia. You can look me up at Nick Fitzwell on everything.
Ceppaglia, and you can follow the podcast at highnoon_pod. Thank you guys for coming on. Nick, thanks for coming and filming. Thanks for being the new Jamie there, bud.
You're welcome.
And shout out to Bill Hicks. All right, thank you guys.
Nice.
You gotta listen to the outro. Listen to the outro. At some point. Oh yeah, here we go.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for tuning in to High Noon with that wily coyote, Mason Smith. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all platforms. We'll see you next week on the Dusty Trail for more hijinks and fun.